I've got what I think is an interesting thing to discuss this week. By the way, welcome back to Three Old Guys Podcast. Like, follow, subscribe if you get the opportunity. We are just past Christmas, and I got some gifts.
I got some good, yeah.
I got some that confused me. I got some that made me question what we're doing as a society going forward. So I don't know, maybe you guys have noticed this, and I know you know about it because your wife has already explained that you've gotten some of it in the past, or she's gotten some of it and you've used it. And I'd like to get your opinion on it. I was talking to you a little bit about it. My wife got the Irish Spring soap with the pumice in it.
Uh-huh.
That's dirty soap.
Yeah.
It's sandpaper. The soap is already in, or the dirt is already in the soap before you ever start. I don't like.
It's like lava soap.
No, because at least lava is gritty, but it's consistently gritty.
Ah.
This is like soap that you've dropped in the dirt.
Oh, Jesus.
It just feels dirty to me. Like it's not uniform. It truly does feel like you were using the soap at a campground and you dropped it, and now it's got dirt all over it. Now you got to wash the dirt off of it to be able to use it, but you're not going to get all of it, so there's always going to be that one fleck or whatever.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe she feels like you might be in your element if you're washing and you don't feel totally clean, then you're like, okay, well,
I'm a man. I don't need to be completely clean.
I still feel dirty, so I still feel natural.
So as I'm washing, I have sand. I know it's exfoliating soap is what it's supposed to be.
I have sandpaper between my butt cheeks. I'm a man.
He went to the south.
Very concerned about. But I have noticed that I have I got the Dove Men's Care soap, and it has pumice in it. So my shampoo has dirt in it. My soap has dirt in it.
Oh, God.
And then you've got these various different scrubs and whatnot that I'm looking at of my wife's, and I'm going, all of these are dirty. They're starting out dirty.
Maybe she wants you to feel smoother.
Now, Tammy has said that she's bought soap in the past that has broken up or bits of
Hummus or
almond or like nuts or whatever.
She's nut allergic. How the fuck is she doing that?
You got me. She bought the soap and it apparently had almond skins or something in it that was supposed to add more roughness for exfoliation. And you guys used it for a while.
I didn't use it.
Which just tells me he didn't fucking pay attention at all, because she buys soap and just puts it in the bathroom. He was probably just like, yeah, whatever, or wash the shit and be done with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, women always try to incorporate these fucking lotions and exfoliants into the male wash routine. Not needed.
Not needed.
No, just soap.
No. It's I'm not even really sure but that's what I'm saying is how are we in society that we've gotten to a point where we need to pre-add dirt to our soap before we wash?
To get clean. After we get dirty.
That would be a women thing.
And of course, your wife talked about it having the nutshells in the soap, and my first thought was, oh, did Tim try to eat it? He eats peanuts without shelling them.
Yeah. Yeah, but then again, like I said, she has a nut allergy.
Yeah, why would
and yet she still married you.
Yeah. I don't know, man. All I know is that I don't have that problem because I don't have a woman to fuck with my soap.
Well, and that wanders into the other part of it. I was very concerned about. I mean, obviously they're buying this, and they're getting the idea to buy this shit from somewhere, which is what Hold on a second. Wrong vibration in my headphones made my ear itch.
Well, the only one that I could think of that actually had any kind of exfoliating would have been the Sasquatch.
Yes, I think that's the one that she said she bought.
Yeah, the Sasquatch. I tried it. I was like, what the hell? I'll try it. But it was like, it's a Sasquatch, and it had to be manly. Okay, fine,
Manly.
Fine, so, you know. I'm like, okay, fine, it's Sasquatch. It was just a bar soap, and
It's Tim. He saw the he saw a
hairy
big
creature, yeah.
He saw a Bigfoot on it and thought, oh, it's beef jerky.
As if Tim needs to get hairier.
But you know, it's the clickbait thing, and I'm pretty sure that these clickbait people and the little clips here and you know, trying to drive that interest to convince you to, you know, to use it, and then of course, you know, these women go out and buy it, and we end up with dirty soap. But it's because of clickbait, and it's just so ingrained into our life nowadays that's where I'm concerned. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. I can have a list of 90 things that I need to do around the house. Fix the cabinets, fix the ice maker on the washer, or not on the washer, the ice maker on the fridge, fix the washer, fix the cooler, fix the different heating units around the house, repair the door, paint the rooms, yada, yada. Just the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And I will have this list and know that I need to get up, get dressed, and get going. And then I will sit down, open up TikTok, and as soon as I start scrolling, day's gone.
You sound like my wife about me.
You are notorious.
Yeah.
What you did all day? I've been watching YouTube videos.
Dude, you put that in your bowl and smoke it all day long, just smoking it.
To clarify, Tim can take a list of 15 items and turn it into a wasted day with one scroll across TikTok.
Not TikTok, YouTube. I don't really use TikTok.
It's over.
It's YouTube.
Did it get any better?
No,
it's still clickbait. You found yourself something to be interested in. You got involved in it, and that was it. That was
look shiny.
Yeah, that was the rest of your afternoon. It's just gone. So, I mean, that's where I'm concerned about where society is moving forward. We've gotten to the point where what we see on our phones and what keeps us distracted throughout the day has gotten to this point where we're okay. Put your fucking phone down. We would rather wash with dirty soap.
Yeah. Dirty soap.
And like I said, the foot scrub, the foot bath, the exfoliating shampoo. I used that. I mean, I did end up going through the entire bottle, but I used it. And the first time I used it, it took me 15 minutes to wash the shit out of my hair. Mm-hmm. And I don't have a lot of hair. It's mostly skin. Yeah. Because I'm bald. So I just have this, it felt like I had a pile of dirt sitting on top of my head. And it just didn't wash off clean. And it's
the same thing, kind of like with, what do they call it? Soft water. You ever had soft water? My dad had
I grew up broke.
Mm-hmm.
The softest water we had was what came out of the tap.
Yeah, my dad got one of those soft water machines or whatever. Yeah. So it runs throughout the whole house. And in the shower, you would get soft water. So you're in there washing, you know that slimy feeling from the soap that feels like it when it gets lathered up?
You didn't rinse it all off?
Yeah, it feels like you didn't rinse it all off. And I would sit there my mom's like, what the fuck are you doing? Been there for 30 minutes. She will time me for a shower. It's like, dude, I can't get the soap off. She's all, that's just the soft water. I'm like, oh, this sucks. Fuck that.
Can we turn the soft water off while I take a shower? Yeah. Because I'd like to have some... I want my water to do the exfoliating, not the soap.
Yeah, I'd like to know when I'm done taking the shower. That's probably good for rubbing one out, but God almighty, I tell you, man.
Almost as bad like in the middle of summer when you go take a shower and you get out and because of the humidity, you feel like you haven't taken,
Yeah, that does suck here in this part of the country, but in Arizona it wasn't.
Yeah, Arizona, no, there's not there.
Well, but you grew up in California. I'm sure that you had the same issue a couple times.
As far as what?
Humidity. And even in Arizona,
not very much.
Monsoon season hit, you took a shower, you needed to take a shower.
Yeah, but you can
dry off, step outside, and you're sweating again.
You can tell by your calendar how long it's going to be.
You just don't shower for 2 weeks. Fuck it.
Yeah, in about 2 weeks, it'll blow on through. You'll be back to being miserable.
Yeah.
It'll just be hot, and then it's not a matter of the humidity is so bad that you can't get clean. It'll be you took a shower, got cleaned up, and the process of drying off wore you out so much you sweat and had to take a shower anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, try living in Michigan with 3 bodies of water surrounding you.
Yeah, I would imagine that's pretty wet.
Yeah,
all
during the
the
middle
time.
of July, August. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been up there when I went to go get a friend of mine from, I think it was Kalamazoo. Anyway, I was going up there and I stopped at this one place in Michigan. I tell you what, them fucking mosquitoes, man, will come in and rob you. They're so fucking big, I couldn't sleep, man. They just tore me alive. So I kept driving. It was bad.
Don't mind us.
Yeah, it was bad.
Anytime you're getting rolled by a mosquito and it's stealing your car, you got a question.
Yeah.
That's why during like the late 70s, early 80s, used to come by with the pest control trucks down the middle of the street.
Oh, like
where they would just drive down the road and fog it.
Everybody go run off in the fog. Yay!
This is how you know he grew up in the Midwest, because in Arizona they didn't do that.
No.
Yeah, they had the trucks drive through the neighborhood, and all the kids ran out there, and then we had to dodge all the dying mosquitoes. What the fuck is that?
So what do they do? They drive through the neighborhood blowing this fucking fumigate?
Yeah.
Almost like a what do they call that word? I forgot the name of the word, but like end of the world scenario, where they're spraying this chemical over the people to, I don't know, test on them or something.
They might have been anyway. Nobody's real sure. I'm sure the guys that were driving the trucks probably knew what was in it.
Yeah,
but nobody else knew what was in those.
I didn't know they actually did that.
Yeah, they did.
They really did
in Michigan,
that.
Yeah,
they had to do that.
Yeah, well,
because
it was pest control.
I've seen videos of it where you could see the big truck driving down the road and it's just like fogging the entire neighborhood.
Yeah,
really? Because I've only seen them do that on like farms and stuff like that when they're spraying the pesticide.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's the planes and stuff. But this is actually trucks driving.
Oh no, they got trucks at farms that do it too. That's
really?
that's what the whole spreader is about.
Yeah,
the
big old fucking arms, and you just go down spraying that shit. Man. Or the airplanes, but I didn't know they did that in actual neighborhoods.
They did it in neighborhoods.
That does not sound safe.
Yeah, that was kids' pesticide. They were trying to knock the weak ones didn't make it.
They weeded them out.
That's what happened to Bobby.
Poor
Bobby. I didn't know what happened to him.
See, that's why it always blew me. I've seen the videos of it, and I watched the videos of these guys driving down the road and spraying that defogger and the insecticide, and I'm like, I'm told to wash my fruit before I'm allowed to eat it, but you're just going to spray it randomly into the air that I'm breathing?
Yeah.
And like I said, a kid would run out and behind it and all that, and just go play like it was nothing.
Let's go chase the truck. I feel fine.
Go get us a lung full of chemicals.
Yeah.
Huh?
They talk about Generation X, how tough we are. Listen, we chased the goddamn fogger truck down the street. That's how fucking tough we are.
Yeah, now I know why our education results were lower. That's bad. I mean, I've seen, like I said, I've seen the videos. You didn't even know that they fucking did it.
I didn't know they existed. I thought it was just
I lived it.
I've seen the videos, and I even as a kid, I couldn't understand how they could do that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem safe at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. No, nowadays, it didn't. But this is like the late 70s, early 80s.
Now, that's not saying we're any better. John grew up in a truck driving household. I am almost positive that when he was younger, he used to chase after his dad's truck with the diesel smoke blowing in his face.
Yes.
Not better than the insecticides.
No,
and
not better.
I grew up on the south side of Tucson, where just about every car smoked, and we would chase after the cars that were smoking. It's the fog, because you never get fog in Arizona.
Yeah, in Arizona, we did have a lot of junk cars that just seemed to smoke for no fucking reason.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird, because we had really good air quality.
Yeah.
But you know what's fucked up is that I've noticed, even in my drug use days, that when I would sit at the bus stop and just zone out on traffic, especially in Tucson, we have a lot of nice cars.
There are a lot of
nice old cars that are fixed up and just driving by, more so than I've ever seen anywhere I've lived.
Oh yeah, we live on the East Coast, and there is zero comparison to the amount of classic cars.
Yeah. And I would see lots of them, like, God.
Yeah. Well, there's no rust.
Well, yeah, that's
a
true.
big thing,
that's
because
a big thing.
up in Michigan and all that, with all the ice.
Yeah.
And then you have all the salt and kicking everything.
Well, see, that's what my friend in Minnesota would say. He said, I got a nice car, but then I got a beater.
Yeah.
And you could buy those for like $500 that have been just totally, ran through with the salt and got cancer and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they would buy these cars just to get to and from work,
During the
so
winter.
they don't use up. Yeah, during the winter, so they don't
Yeah,
fuck up their
I
good
had a
car.
friend of mine. He was a major detailer, and he could go ahead and he was, he was more. What am I thinking of? Very very strict about his cleaning because he was detail. He had a Charger,
Uh-huh.
and he had his dad's old car. It was a I think it was an Impala.
Oh, nice.
It's like a 1955 or 58 or it was
What year was your Impala that sat by the house at Mom's house?
The Impala that I had at Mom's house was a '69 Impala Custom.
I don't know. It was a blue convertible. I remember that. I don't know exactly what.
Oh,
kind
even
of
a
car.
convertible.
But it was a convertible blue car. I think it was. I think it was.
really nice.
I think it was Impala. But he worked on that constantly, and he kept it in the garage.
Well,
for
he
the
would
winter.
have to, yeah.
And then he'd take it out to car shows along with his Charger.
Right.
And when I said he was a detailer, he was good.
Well,
Damn
that's
good,
the
yeah.
only reason why that car even looked good, because most average person,
Yeah.
I don't know if they have the time to unless they really love their cars,
Oh, yeah.
go out there and make sure that it's in pristine condition.
And you see really nice cars. I mean, you do see really nice cars here where we're at.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely, but not as much as I've seen in Tucson. That just free up and down the road like
Which
it's a
really blows
everyday
you
car.
away 'cause when you think about the amount of Novas and Chevelles, Camaros, Mustangs, GTOs, Catalinas. I mean, because the Catalina was basically a GTO with a different grill.
Mhm.
Impalas, all of those, they were everywhere in Arizona.
Yes, they were, and you would always see some that just like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, Keith's car for the longest time.
Right.
He drove, because when I had my Camaro, he had his Camaro.
Mm-hmm.
And we had matching Camaros. It was a trip because there were a couple times we got in each other's car by accident.
Oops, this one's illegal.
Well, his was primer gray and mine was white, and then the light at the bar was orange. So after a night of drinking, both cars looked orange.
A lot of drinking.
Yep.
No, it didn't take much.
Yeah.
Sober, we could come out and get in the wrong car.
That was that was over at where the
Driftwood.
Driftwood, yeah. The Dada.
Yeah, we had matching cars, but then he also had a '69 Dodge Charger.
Mhm.
For many years that I knew Keith, he didn't paint it, he didn't detail it. It was rusted, it was patched together. I think he had yellow doors and brown fenders, and it was just whatever he could get. And he don't get me wrong, he put a lot of effort into getting that car and making it run and drive.
Mhm.
But it was a shit box.
Body wise, yeah.
Now he's since put a lot more work into it, and it's midnight purple metal flake, and I mean he's gone and put a bunch of effort into it. It's an absolutely beautiful car.
Mm.
But you could get away with that. You didn't have to do a great paint job on your car in Arizona to still have it running.
Right.
And then we got over here, and of course my wife's biggest, one of the things that she's always wanted a Nova, 72 Nova. In Arizona, that's a $500 car.
Mm-hmm.
Even today, you could probably find somebody that's willing to sell you a Nova with a small block 350 Chevy for $500. Here, $22,000 for one that's rusted out and needs an engine and transmission.
I don't know, man. Probably because of the weather. I mean, if you was to pull one from Arizona and take it back here, yeah,
I think
see that.
I think it's a matter of supply.
Depend on
Supply and demand.
Yeah, that would be it probably.
Every state got the same amount of cars when they were first produced. So, say Tucson got 572 Novas. Clarksville, Tennessee probably got 572 Novas, or Nashville, or, whatever city you want to base it on. But since then, in the 53 years since it was new, there might be 4 in Tennessee that are still roadworthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In Arizona, all 500 of those will still be on the road.
Well, yeah, and again, I think a lot has to do with the weather,
Yeah, unless somebody wrecked it, all of those cars are still capable of driving around, and that's what blew Justin away when he started looking for cars. We went back to Arizona, and Justin was 17 at the time, 18 maybe. I think he might have been 18 because he drove. And we were driving around, and he saw a 68 Pontiac Catalina. The guy wanted $350 for it. This is only like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, you can get a pretty nice old car in Tucson for cheap compared to
Yeah,
anywhere
because
else.
he was thinking about buying it, and after he drove it around the lot, because we talked to the guy and he drove it around the lot, and we weren't sure if he was going to be able to make it back to Tennessee in the car
Mm-hmm.
because it ran and drove, but that's a long trip.
It is,
And
but
we
I think
did-
it probably would have made it.
It probably would
We
be.
didn't have enough time to fix it so that both of us felt comfortable with it making it all the way back.
Mhm.
I have since looked and found a 68 Pontiac Catalina. The guy wants $17,000 for it, and it doesn't even have a motor.
Oh, Jesus.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Had you have known that, you know what I mean,
I'm sure we would have bought it we would have limped it back
or towed it.
Yeah.
just to turn around and make the money off of it.
Yep.
And that guy had like 4 of them.
Mhm.
They were all parked at a shopping center in Tucson. He just had for sale signs on them. And he was trying to clear out his yard, so he brought all of them down to the shopping center, put for sale signs on them, call him, he'd come out, let you take it for a drive.
Yeah, I'm sure they're probably gone by now.
Oh yeah, no, that was several years ago. I'm
Yeah.
sure that somebody, if nothing else, they picked it up just for I got to get to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've noticed too in Arizona that there's a lot of people that have these nice old cars, but they're not fixed up to look like show cars or classic cars. They're just fixed up just normally, but the motor and the tranny are solid. Like you lift the hood up and then you got this chromed out fucking badass motor, you know, and you got this badass transmission and shit, but the outside looks just basic. Like it won't have a paint job or it might have some paint that they've, you know,
Well, that's what
sanded off,
I
but they
mean,
use it every day.
in Arizona, a lot of those guys that have those are construction workers, and that's kind of the thing that you do on the weekend. You invite your buddies over, everybody starts working on the engine, you put 4 or 5 hours in, everybody's hanging out, they do a barbecue, they drink. So you got 20 guys rotating in and out that are helping you fix this car. Your engine is primo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they drive it around like that, and I asked one guy why the fuck he didn't finish fixing it up. He says, "Well, it's bad enough that it's a what do you call classic car,
Right.
so that puts a target on it as far as people wanting to steal it." He says, "I just keep it like this because it looks like a dump."
Oh yeah. I
But
mean,
that motherfucker underneath the hood and in the tranny,
Oh.
he's got a few thousand easily into this motor and,
Yeah.
and tranny. So.
well, that's the thing. At one point, I had an 81 Chevy C10.
Mhm.
And I blew the engine out of it. The engine was bad. It exploded on me on the freeway. We towed it back. I replaced the engine with a small block 350 Chevy, fixed up the transmission, front axle, rear axle, rear axle, fixed the front suspension, put new tires on it, made it so it would run. The body was rough. Now, when I bought it, it was orange. I painted it white, but it was still rough. I didn't put much more effort into it.
Mhm.
And then I decided, you remember that truck, the white one?
Yeah.
I decided one time, okay, well, I'm actually going to put some effort into it. I cut out the panels that were dented because the bed had a couple of dents in it. The front fenders had a couple of dents in it. And I was just getting back into welding. So I cut them out. I straightened them out, lined them back up, re-welded them back in, sanded everything down, and then repainted it so that the body was smooth. Now, it wasn't perfect. I still needed to do some Bondo to clean some things up. But I made it so that it was straight. There were no dents. There were no dings. It had a good bumper. It had a good front bumper. The grill was replaced. I had it 3 weeks. Somebody stole it.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
fuck,
guess-
I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this and my money, and you fucking steal it?
Yep.
They didn't touch it for 5 years
They waited.
while it looked like a train wreck.
And the minute you fixed it up.
The minute it was straight and good to go, gone.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. This is not the worst thing we've actually seen. We were truck drivers. We went down to Nogales, went looking for a trailer, and all we found was
The frame
the
rails.
frame rails. That was it.
They stripped everything off.
It
Yeah, I
did.
remember you guys telling me about that.
That was the funniest thing in the world. We're like, where the heck is this? You should be standing right in front of it.
You
We
need to
looked
go.
over and
You need to go pick this trailer. We found the identification numbers on the frame rails and had to call dispatch. Like, yeah, we found the ID numbers. There's a couple frame rails here. Well, send me pictures. Okay, but there's not much to look at. They stole the axles, the suspension,
The tires.
the aluminum off the side. This is the tires, the rims,
They
the
should have just
electrical.
taken the whole thing at that point.
I think they were planning on coming in, but they couldn't get the frame rails out
Yeah.
because it was a private yard, and they cut a hole in the back. They cut the sides of the trailer out piece by piece so they could take them out in smaller chunks.
Well, okay, they were probably going to come back for it.
Right, yeah.
I mean, it's valuable.
Well,
It was bad. I'm looking.
They weren't saving it as a trailer; they were selling it as scrap.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. You got metal left there. They're going to want to get that too.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was.
You know, there's this thing that they're doing. I mean, I don't know how long it's been, but it's new to me. But when these guys like West Coast Customs and all these shows that you see that restore old cars, they've been going south of the border to find these because these some of the residents in like Nogales and into Mexico, they have a bunch of junkyards too with a bunch of classic cars, and they can get them for much cheaper over there, providing you can get paper with it, and if you can, if you have the money up front, but you can get these like rare classic cars in Mexico
But they used to
and bring them over.
They used to do that in Tucson, and there was a guy at 29th and Alveron that I was talking to him about it one time, and he told me he swayed me from it very heavily because I had a friend. He's like, "Hey, I'll take you down to Nogales. We'll go pick out this car because I think I wanted another '69 Camaro." He's like, I got a guy. I know where there's one. We'll go down and we'll pick it up." And I just happened to run across this dude, and I was talking to him about it. Hey, I'm going to go with my buddy down here. We're going to pick his car up. And he's like, "You need to be real leery of that
Mm-hmm.
because they can get paperwork for it in Mexico.
Yep.
But it might be stolen in the United States.
Yep, and therefore it's still stolen.
Yeah.
And as soon as you bring it back across the border, you're going to turn that paperwork in. They're going to run the VIN. It's going to show up as stolen in the system, and you're gone. The car's gone.
Yeah, the car is gone. Yeah, you do have to watch that when you go down there. But then again, when you got a camera crew and you're running a TV show, they've done their homework. It's all scripted. But, I mean, you can go down there if you know the right people.
Oh, I'm
right?
sure the producer, as soon as the stars found a car that they wanted to fix, they pulled the VIN number and ran it through the system in the United States to make sure it wasn't stolen.
Yeah, definitely.
Before they ever talked to him.
Yeah, because you don't just go into these communities with a camera crew and just say, try to be random about it because they don't play that down there.
You got a camera and the guys are like doing this shit.
They probably won't even come out. They just got their guns ready and shit. Like, this is a stash house, dude. You came to the wrong house.
Oh yeah.
This is the wrong neighborhood to be bringing a camera. ICE.
Yeah, no doubt. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah. Are you guys ICE? No. We're just regular camera crew.
Well, not like ICE would do any good in Mexico anyway. What are you
No.
going to do? Deport them back to here?
That's it. We're sending it back to America. Gracias.
Yeah, but there's also this one guy that I ran into at a gas station when we was driving truck that he had I think it was a 69 Plymouth Roadrunner. It was it was nice. It was tricked out and whatnot, but he drove it from California to I think Maine or some shit, doing the whole cross country thing because he got family up there. And I asked him, I said, "Well, why are you driving this nice car up and down the road? I mean, you can see the paint job has chips in it from the road, and just basic wear and tear.
Yeah.
On this really nice car with this really badass paint job." He's like, "Man, if I can't drive it every day,
What's the point?
what the fuck good is it? I'm not keeping it in the fucking garage." He says it's a badass car. I want, and I'm gonna drive it. And I respected that.
I watched a guy on YouTube. It was a YouTube video. The guy was in Florida, and his he built this beautiful 58 Panhead. It was a Harley. Completely restored it, 100%. I mean, he found white wall tires. Completely redid this
I
bike.
remember those.
Yeah. Wow.
And in the video, they were like, his buddies wanted him to come, but they were in Portland, Oregon. So, I mean, effectively as far across the country as you can get, shy of going to Washington.
Right.
And his buddies are like, "Hey, we would love to see this bike. You need to bring it up. We want to see it. Bring it up to some shows. We'll go out. And
Where are they at?
We'll do some small ride. They're in Portland. He's in Florida.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck. That's a hell of a ride.
Yeah, it is.
Well, everybody expected him to throw it on a trailer and drive it.
Right.
And he's like, "That's not what it's for."
Yeah, no.
No. Yeah.
So he did. It was like 6 or 7 videos, and he pieced them together, but he showed the entire trip coming out of Florida, going into Georgia, coming into Tennessee, coming into and going across. And there were a couple times it broke down, and people were asking him, "Well, why are you riding this bike? I mean, this is definitely an antique." And he's like, "It's supposed to be ridden.
I mean, that's what it was built for.
That's why I fixed it. I wanted to do a cross country trek on the bike
Yeah.
to prove that it can still be done. First off, and second, because that's what it's for.
Yeah, it's a bike. I'm not,
Yeah.
destroying it.
The whole idea of the old panheads and the old shovel heads, that was their big selling point, and the big biker movement was all about freedom, getting out and feeling the road.
Yep.
Well, if you're going to put it on a trailer, the freedom's fucking gone.
Yeah.
That particular freedom, yeah. I mean, that repeats the whole idea of riding bikes.
I've seen videos of the Orange County guys.
Orange
They're
County choppers?
Orange County choppers, and they'll go through and they have their bikes they're going to set up, but then they put them in a trailer or something.
Yeah,
And
Jesse James from West Coast Choppers did the same thing. He built this massive bike and he would ride it around through the little neighborhood in California, and then he would throw it on a trailer and trailer it off to work. No.
Well, I can see why they do that. I mean,
well, if it's
these
meant for
bikes
somebody
are not.
else.
Yeah,
I can
these bikes
understand,
aren't for personal use. They're for a customer. So you're going to deliver it on a trailer. That would make sense.
Yeah.
But the people who own these bikes, they only bring them out like once a week, once a month.
Yeah.
And they don't really travel. They may go to the next town over or something just to look cool.
Usually they trailer it, and then they like the Sturgis run. They'll
drive all the way up there in a truck with a trailer.
Yeah, I was watching one. It was Orange County from up in New York, and they were going down to I think it was Florida, and they trailered them down to Florida for a bike show down there. And I'm like going, what the hell?
Well,
that's why I liked when they did the biker build off and they had Indian Larry.
I remember that show.
Indian Larry, I mean, the other guy finished his bike. They built him in New York, and then the whole idea was they were going to do they had 3 days to build the bike.
3 or 4 days. I think it was a week total. One week.
They built the bike, and then they were supposed to go to a show in Vegas for the judging of the bikes. And the guy he competed with is like, yeah, we loaded it up, and Indian Larry's like, I started it up. He fucking rode that whole thing.
Oh yeah, I mean those are true bike builders who ride bikes, not just build them.
But that was for a show. He wasn't going for a customer or anything like that. And then you got to think about it. First off, he is a well-known bike builder, or was. He had 50 years of building bikes under his belt. Not only do you have a bike built by Indian Larry that was on a TV show that won the competition, he personally rode that bike. To me, that's worth a lot more. Now, a guy that doesn't know anything about motorcycles is probably going to be like, so the builder wrote it down. He put a bunch of miles on it. Wasted. No, this is a fucking master builder. Rode this bike.
He broke that bitch in for you. Because if anything went wrong, he's the one that can fix it.
Yeah.
And he did. I mean, the stator went bad in Pennsylvania. They had to fix it. The carburetor went bad in Ohio. They had to fix it. They showed all of his little breakdowns on the way. But he rode that sumbitch the whole fucking distance. And to me, that's a lot more respect for that bike.
Right.
That this dude trusted it enough that he rode it that distance before he ever bothered to think about handing it over to me.
Well, yeah, he put his faith in his craft, in his ability to, make it run. So
that's definitely.
I mean, it's ridiculous when these guys, they like Shaq and all these celebrities, they buy these fixed up cars and shit. But they got so many of them, they don't ever, you know what I mean? They don't ever drive them. It's like they got too many cars. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, that's Jay Leno he's one of those guys that.
Well, he's a collector.
But Jay Leno's a trip because I didn't really care for him when he was on the Tonight Show. He was, and then I found out he was collecting cars. It's cool, but I had a real big grudge against him because he was collecting cars. That was my thought. Just what you just said. He's a car collector. They're going into museums. No, he swaps out cars every week. He makes sure that every car in his collection gets driven at least once a year.
Okay, that's still not a lot, but at least
Fluffy
he does
the
that.
same thing.
Who?
Fluffy?
Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh, he's got a collection.
His thing of VW
vans, the van,
But
the vans.
That's more faith. And now I've got more respect for him because he goes out of his way. It doesn't matter what it is. He's got a 1913 Excelsior or something like that
Mm-hmm.
he has to go out and hand crank every time but for that week, that fucking car is being driven, even if he's out there hand cranking that son bitch.
Well, that and the man is very knowledgeable about cars.
Oh, yeah.
He is.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah.
Quite a bit. Luckily, he has a bank account to support that.
Yeah, it does.
So I mean, but he garnered a lot of respect from me in that he is still willing to understand these are cars. Yeah, they're pretty to look at. They're great to look at. They're great to listen to. They're cool to sit in. They're great photo opportunities.
Like a trophy wife,
Yeah.
basically.
But you got museums for that shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't Jeff Dunham like a collector too?
He's got hot rods that he has built, but he drives those too.
But doesn't he also have one of the original like Batmobiles from the
I think
89
I
show?
remember hearing something about
I
that.
think he's
but
got
I don't
like
know
one
if
of
he
the
does.
original Batmobiles from the movie with Michael Keaton. I
That's
think he's
cool.
Yeah, that is actually very cool. And
I'd
he
like
does
to
drive
see-
it around.
Yeah. Yeah, but when they get these cars, I mean, I could understand having a collection, and maybe some of them you just won't drive because of their rarity.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then give it to a museum or something.
Yeah.
Maybe or sell it to a museum.
Oh yeah, sells it. Yeah, well,
But don't keep it in your personal collection to sit in your house. It seems like
Well,
it's a waste.
Even if you just let them use it. Now I know that there are Corvette collectors that have their cars in the Corvette museum.
Mhm.
If it's just going to sit at your house, why not put it in the museum?
Well, that is true too. At least
Yeah.
that way it gets some eyeballs on it. People can appreciate it.
Somebody's at least appreciating it.
right.
Right. And to just let it sit in your garage is just sad.
Well, yeah, I mean that takes us to Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The whole premise around that was getting Cameron out of his funk after they ruined his dad's Ferrari.
Right.
Yeah.
And they ruined it.
But that Ferrari only ever sat in that garage.
Yep.
So when you think about it, his dad had already ruined it.
Yeah.
It
Well-
was in a special climate controlled garage on a hill that nobody was even allowed to look at.
Well,
Mhm.
that and the fact that he chose that Ferrari over his kid.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, it is a double lose right there.
Yeah, I mean you wasted two things. You wasted your kid and you wasted this car.
Yep. And it's a shame too, because when you have these, I don't know about you personally, but me, if I had a badass car like that, I want to do this. I want to drive. I want people to see me in it. I want to be able to take it out and enjoy it.
What
No.
are you gonna do? Walk up to somebody? I've got a $275,000 Maybach.
Mhm.
Where?
Or those bumper stickers that says my other car is a Hot Rod Camaro or whatever.
Yeah.
All you got is a bumper sticker for all I care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah. Where
Now
is it?
you pull up in a Maybach or you pull up in a '69 Camaro, people are gonna know, hey, that's a nice car.
Yeah. And they're always going to want to come up to you, either take pictures or talk about it, or, hey, can I check it out? Hell yeah, come take a look
Hell,
at it.
as shitty as a car as it would be, it'd be cool to have like a DeLorean.
Oh, one of
Oh,
them.
yeah, no,
yeah,
they-
yeah.
Having the DeLorean is to be like, I'm pulling up in a DeLorean, people are looking like, holy fuck.
But that's
cool.
just it. I'm not gonna go up to somebody with a Honda Accord at Kroger.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on if you trick it out, but I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
You're not just gonna randomly go up to a guy with a Honda Accord. Now, somebody that pulls in a 1958 Nash Rambler,
Mhm.
which were just as prevalent back in 1958,
Now we got a conversation.
I'm going to see that car come in and I'm going to go up and talk to him.
Exactly. And that's the whole beauty of having these cars, I mean, you interact with people. People like to see them. But when they're in the garage, you miss out on all these opportunity to interact with other people.
Oh, yeah, you saved and you collected the car. Great, you've got the car. I've never seen the fucking thing.
Right.
Yep,
You're just blowing smoke as far as I'm concerned.
exactly.
It's bad enough that I got a 97 Ford Taurus show,
Mhm.
and the damn thing is loud as hell with a fucking engine in it.
And neutered.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
Well,
neutered.
the thing is that I still get people coming up to me. They're dude, that's a fucking awesome car. I'm like,
no, it's an
piece of
absolute shit car.
Yeah.
It's a great way that they build it.
The transmission or the engine's freaking cool, but the transmission
Well,
sucks.
most of the people are the kids that want to buy their
Yeah.
first car. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Those are the kids. That,
Oh yeah, they're looking for that sleeper hot rod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your car would be it too if
Yep.
somebody had the money to put into it.
Yeah, if they had the money to put into the
But
damn thing.
as it is now, no.
Yeah.
You're not getting no
I
booty
got
with that.
I got freaking rags over top of one of the wiper blades because I lost the wiper blade.
Yeah, who hasn't had a car like that in their lifetime? I mean, we've all had a shit car, you know, but it's
You fixed the heater for a short time, and the damn thing can start getting overheated. And I'm like, oh, great.
but a lot of people don't understand that these guys that build these cars and shit, you know, why they look down on other people who just buy them is because of the work they put into them. They actually know everything about this car and what it does, what it can't do. And then for people to just buy them and then just treat them like they'll treat them like shit. Like you see these YouTubers, you know, or like Mr. Beast. Now I don't know how he does it, but you see him destroying Lamborghinis and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well,
But I'm sure that, like, you know, decommissioned or ruined or something for him to do that.
You're right.
I don't think it's a fully functional Lamborghini.
I think what he does is he actually buys the ones from Dubai that are going up for auction for like 150, 200 bucks.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's a fucking Lamborghini. It's just.
But
I don't
he
understand.
is making his money off of the views of watching that car get destroyed.
Yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying is, you know, it's a shame that
That's
people do that.
That is unfortunately the math of it.
Yeah.
And it's the same math equation that convinced Tim Allen
Mhm.
to pull that stunt on his show, Home Improvement.
Which one?
Well, at one point, he had a 57 Nomad that he had on the show.
Yeah.
In the show, they drop an I-beam on it and crush it flat.
I remember that episode.
But the episode made $5 million for a car that was worth $175,000.
Yeah, I think I'd smash that bitch too.
It's a matter of math. So in Mr. Beast's case, he's making $5 million on the videos of destroying the car for a car that cost him, even if he bought it brand new, $130,000.
Oh, they
Yeah,
have that
but there
kind
are
of
some
money.
people that are just diehards that won't do that. Money won't sway them to fuck their car up like that.
Oh no, there's people that absolutely will not, because
Yeah.
and especially the people that built them,
Exactly.
because I might make $5 million on this video of me destroying this car,
Mm-hmm.
but was the time and effort I put into building this car worth that $5 million?
Exactly, because they've created a bond with this car. It's like they gave birth to it or created it, you know. And some people look at it that way.
Well, that's why you got guys that get really super attached to some of that stuff.
And that's why some people don't fucking sell these cars once they build them. Or they vet them like crazy. You ever
Yeah.
seen that? Where they vet the buyer? It's like, I don't know if I'm going to sell it to you because if you're just going to keep it in your garage, fuck you. If you're just going to, you know, maybe go out and destroy it, and fuck you. I don't care how much you offer me.
Yeah,
You know?
because I'm getting the money, but my dreams are gone.
Yeah, you're destroying my work.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck that.
Well, it's kind of like the Tahoe. I mean, the Tahoe's out there, and it's nothing special. It's 2005 Chevy Tahoe. But me and Justin built so many engines, you know, go-karts, quads, mini bikes, lawnmowers. We built carburetors and everything else on the hood of that. Every scratch on the hood of that truck
Mhm.
has a history.
Yeah, that and every ding.
So even though the truck isn't the greatest anymore, the hood actually has more importance than the rest of the truck.
You know, you could take that truck and fix up the inside, you know, reupholster it and do all that, and then fix up the motor and the tranny, and then just leave it the way it is, like some people do. And it looks terrible, but the motor sound along with the transmission, but all the memories are still there because of the dings and the scratches.
Yeah.
Right.
They'd be like, well, why don't you fix the rest of it up? Because I like it the way it is.
Because this is 5 years of my son's life that we went out and we went toolie hopping through the fields, pulling up this quad or that motorcycle or this go-kart, or
Mhm.
and then we ripped the engine apart and had it laid out in pieces across the hood of it. And, you know, there's a lot of memories in it.
Yeah.
I am probably going to sell it here directly, just because it's sitting out there, and I feel bad for it because it is memories, and it it does run okay. There's a couple things I need to fix before I send it out, but it does run okay. And it's just wasting away in my backyard.
Well, it'd be a different story if the motor was sound and the inside was good. You know,
It's
like I
got
was
a brand new
talking about.
motor. We put a brand new motor in.
That's what I'm saying. If it was just running in peak performance, I don't think you'd get rid of it, to be quite honest. Of course, it'd be used more.
Yeah.
It would.
It would definitely be used more if
Yeah.
it was reliable, you know? So,
Well, that's the thing is I've got to replace the coil packs and I've got to replace the fuel lines because Justin cross-threaded the fuel filter in it. So it leaks. So there's a couple things that I've got to get fixed on it so that it's reliable. But I think I would agree with Les. At this point, I've had it for so long and it's just been sitting in the yard doing nothing. I would at least feel more comfortable if somebody was driving it and using it.
so what is the make and model of it again? It's
That's a
2007.
no. That's 2000. I think it's either 2005 or 2001. I don't remember.
2005 or 2001 to 2005 Chevy Tahoe.
Yeah.
So anybody in the comments, if you're interested, just drop us some information in the comments and get a hold of Mike.
It'll probably get fixed before I send it out, but
Yeah.
it's something that I'm looking at doing. But that's kind of where I'm at, is just a lot of the concern about clickbait and about dirty soap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we strayed from dirty soap.
We wandered way away from dirty soap, which is at least where we started. And I don't even know how long this is because my video recording app isn't showing me right now.
Nope.
And it's fine.
It's fine. You can always edit it and make 2 videos out
Well,
of
that's
it.
what takes them so long to be in here. And then you
Yeah,
hear in the
exactly.
background, what's taking so long? Well, I got 2 miles of fucking film to go through.
And
Shut
now I've
the
got
fuck
3
up.
days of car footage that I've got to edit out for an entirely different project.
Yeah.
Mhm, there you go.
So
All
with that
right.
being said, we appreciate you stopping in and visiting with us. If we're supposed to come by and visit one of you at some point, we have had a lot going on.
Yeah.
I haven't even really had a whole lot of time to sit and comment on some of the, because we've gotten actually a couple of comments on the videos and I don't have time to reply to them.
Yeah, it's been
I've kind of been overlooking the videos, trying to see if there's anything new. I really haven't seen much of anything new in there, but it's like,
Do you realize how dumb that statement was he just made?
He shot us in the foot.
Well, first off, he did shoot us in the foot. Second, I've been watching to see if there's anything new. Motherfucker, you're recording them with us.
no. I'm talking comments. I don't know the whole, yeah, but no, I'm talking comments. I've been trying to read the comments.
Okay, there we go. We
Is there a
clarified
new video that I recorded and wasn't there for?
it. What's going on?
I was asleep through the whole thing, really.
Tell the guy with the beard to get on it.
Well, Christopher came up and says, when are you guys going to have more content? I'm like, eventually, yes, we will.
I will be putting the video out that will explain why we have been so leery to put one out. It's a disgrace,
Yeah.
but I'm still going to put it out there because we did record it.
It's at least for something for laughs. Come on. Or,
It makes me laugh that we actually recorded it.
yeah.
Not wrong.
There's not much.
Yeah.
I sent out a 7-second TikTok clip, which the only funny part in the entire fucking video.
Yeah.
That was literally all I could say.
Wow.
Driest humor in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, it was a bad one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll put it out there. But this one will get edited and it'll probably get. This one might even go out before then because this was a much better
You
conversation.
don't want to work on the. Put that one back to the side again. And then came back. Get the.
That's the we don't have anything to show episode.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck back down.
So with that being said, like, follow, and subscribe. We would love it if you joined us along. We are getting better at this. We're starting to come up with better content, and I'm starting to write down. I get really good ideas, and then I completely fucking forget them by the time we get into the studio.
Yep. We need to start writing that shit down.
So I've gotten better about at least giving myself notes as to what I want to talk about, so that we can come in and actually have a topic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we're still working on the Wi-Fi at the house is not the absolute greatest. So I'm still working on squaring away. And then we do still plan on doing some reaction videos coming up. Like the music video we just did, the top 10 bands that should retire.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Those are much better content, I think, because
Yeah.
we at least get But I think we're going to go your direction with it. Or was it no, it was your direction.
My direction.
Where we sit and do it Mystery 3000 style.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah.
Just sit there and talk shit.
Just leave us in the background. What in the fuck is Bon Jovi doing?
Who the hell is this guy and what's his claymation monsters doing?
So, that being said, we appreciate you swinging through. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can buy us a copy if you're interested. And we'll see you next time.
See you
Later.
later.
Deuces.